What's up, everybody? It's Ian. Today I am out here at the largest indoor theme park in North America, checking out some of what are supposedly some really cool roller coasters. But I'm at Nickelodeon Universe at American Dream, which is in New Jersey. When I checked, we got 5 roller coasters and none of them are down for maintenance right now. So hopefully gonna get on everything that's here, including TMNT Shellraiser, which just reopened. That actually has the steepest drop in the world. So we're gonna go in, check it out. Park opens up in about 20 minutes or so. So I'm just gonna kind of wander around. Rides are already testing, which is a good sign. Really looking forward to checking this one out. Let's go. Up the lift hill. That drop, oh man. That's gonna be a fun one. There we go. So yeah, park opens in about 15 minutes, so don't have to wait much longer. And then as far as the ticketing system here, they actually just use a wristband for your ticket. So you buy it online, pick it up at the kiosk over at the front of the park entrance there. You can talk to a person if you need to, but the kiosk worked just fine for me. No issues whatsoever. I'll go over pricing for the park in a little bit. It was a little on the high side, but just looking at this place, I think it's probably going to have been worth it. I'm not doing anything with this today for sure, because it's cold. But right next to the regular theme park, there is DreamWorks Water Park, which looks absolutely huge. I can already see there's a water coaster right up front here, but there's just slides and all kinds of stuff in there. The dome for it is massive. You can see it from, honestly, you can see it from my hotel last night. So this might be kind of cool to check out at some point too. All right, and we are moving. Let's go. All right, we're in. So, my first plan originally was to do Shellraiser first, but I figured since I did see Sandy's testing, and it's an Intamin, we're gonna knock that one out first. So I'm heading back that way now, and I know that they have lockers, so I've got all my crap with me, so definitely gonna need to do something with that. The other thing too is that the ticketing system, basically you can walk through the park, no cost or anything. They actually do a point system for the rides, but not on weekends. So you do actually need to get an all-access wristband for the weekends. Not a problem, because that was kind of my plan anyway. But I will post right here what the pricing looks like for just a point pass, is what they call it. So let's go take a look at Sandy's. All right, here we are, Sandy's Blastin' Bronco. Look at that. Hot mess of intimate track work here. Love it. No! Come on! All right, surprise, surprise. The Intimate's closed. They've been testing it though, so I'm not giving up on it. We'll give it a try a little bit later on in the day, but I think we're gonna walk over to Shellraiser first. It just occurred to me too that this video is gonna be an absolute disaster to edit because they are blasting Christmas music. So if the audio kind of sucks in this video, I apologize. I did my best, but it was rough. Oh, shit. They opened the Intimate. Okay, just at Sandy's Blastin' Bronco. Great way to start the day. It'll wake you up. Really, really nice launch on that one. You go through the whole thing forwards, then you come back into the station, puts you on a turntable, it spins you around, then you do the whole thing backwards. Probably gonna try to get a rewrite on that one. There was nobody on it, so so far not really a whole lot of people in the park either. So I have not seen Shellraiser going since it was testing earlier, which is bumming me out a little bit. But we're gonna walk over that way now and see what we see. Okay, so right as I get over to Shellraiser, we've got riders on it, so they finally opened it. All right, next ride is going to be TMNT Shellraiser, the Gertzlauer Eurofighter. Let's go. All right, did TMNT Shellraiser. Got a Zen ride on it, because nobody wants to ride it, apparently. I actually had to wait up on the exit stairs for a couple of minutes, just for one person to show up so they would dispatch it. It's rough. Very much a Gertzlauer Eurofighter, but rough. Okay, so, put it behind me here. Basically, you've got your drop right out of the station here. And, well, sort of out of the station. It goes around a turn first. But you drop, and then got a nice little corkscrew. Then you hit your launch. And after the launch, you go through the layout, a couple of inversions. The big drop is closer to the end, so kind of like how it is on Mystery Mine. But that beyond vertical is crazy, because you go over, crest the top hat, or whatever you want to call it, the tower, and you sit on a holding brake, just like you do on like hang time and stuff, but it really feels like it throws you over first, and then you stop. And then you're just kind of hanging there, and then it kind of creeps you forward just a little bit. Then you stop again, then you go. So, it's wild. I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I'm going to do another ride on it, because it was really beating my head quite a bit. Maybe if I had more people on the car, just because, again, those Eurofighters, they're already pretty light. And then with just one person on it, it's going to bounce around a lot. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another shot, but we got some other stuff to ride first, so we'll go from there. As far as the locker situation goes, these are... they're GoPods still, but even though they do have them pretty much everywhere, they don't seem to transfer. I got one over by Sandy's, and I think it was like $12 or something, thinking that I was going to be able to move it because it says multiple re-entry locker access. I think what they mean, though, is you can re-enter that specific locker as many times as you want, but they don't seem to transfer from ride to ride. All right, just got off Nickelodeon Slime Streak. Not a bad little ride, honestly. I'm kind of giving everything a pass on intensity just because this is an indoor theme park. That being said, Sandy's Blazing Bronco, I think I got that one right. TMNT Shellraiser, pretty intense rides. So even though it is all indoors and everything, those are absolutely thrill rides for sure. So they will not disappoint you, other than Shellraiser might beat you up a little bit. But definitely something for everybody. Pretty decent flat ride collection. Probably not going to do any of those today, but lots of stuff for all age ranges and everything. So really kind of a neat park. Still trying to decide if it's worth what I paid for it, which I'll tell you at the end of the video. But we still got a couple things to ride, and I'm still trying to get away from all the music. But let's keep going. I got the SpongeBob carriage from the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Check it out. What's up, SpongeBob? Okay, just had one more ride on Sandy's because it was so much fun. That is far and away my favorite ride here. Rode in the front row this time. The second launch after they spin you around is so punchy. Probably because you're just at a dead stop and you just go, and it just pushes you forward. So freaking crazy. So I'm really glad I got to ride that one. Still have two more to do. Shredder, and then whatever the Fairly Odd Parents one is. Gotta say though, with the sun beating down on this dome, it feels like summer in here. So, pretty nice day. Still really not a whole lot of people here. Really had no wait for pretty much any ride so far. The other thing that I was kind of thinking too is that eventually it's going to be time for some food. Oh, there goes Sandy's. Maybe. There we go. But anyway, since the park is actually just inside the mall, you can leave and come back whenever you want to. So, food court's an option, regular dining is an option. You're not necessarily confined to what they have here, which is really kind of neat. So, probably going to go get something to eat here in a little bit. I think that might actually be the next thing, come to think of it. So, put that on the agenda, then we'll come back to the other two coasters, and then I think it's just more rewrites from there. Okay, just got off Timmy's Half-Pipe Havoc, the Intimate Surf Rider there. It was okay. I sat on the green side. I think that one is actually supposed to not spin, which is probably a good thing, because otherwise I would have probably yacked all over the place. But not real bad. I mean, it was kind of a cool ride. It had some good little punchy launches there. It's definitely not my favorite, but it was cool. I'm thinking it might be time to do Shredder because that's the last one I've got. It's the only one I've seen so far that really has any kind of a line. But yeah, I think we'll give it a go. So that was Shredder, and that was the last ride, which means that I officially came here and managed to get on all the coasters. None of them were closed down. No crowds whatsoever, which is really crazy considering that it's the Saturday before Christmas. So it'll be interesting to see when I go out into the mall if it's kind of busy out there, but pretty much nobody in here, which is kind of neat. All right, so one thing that I did want to cover real quick before I get out of here is the pricing. So, looking at what it costs to do this today, I am here on a Saturday, so that does change what the pricing is a little bit and the availability of what you're actually able to buy. So like I mentioned when I was walking through the park, they do offer a points pass system that allows you to just put a certain amount of credits on your wristband, and each ride varies in the amount of points that it costs to actually ride it. I think it said somewhere on the website that it was between 3 and 6 points. But if you are here on a weekend, they don't offer that. It's basically just the all-access ride pass, which is all that you need to basically do everything. So they don't break it down by X amount of rides on a coaster, or you can only do flat rides if you do one package or something like that. It's pretty easy to figure out. So anyway, what those usually start at is they listed us as low as 49. I actually ended up paying 70 for today. And then on top of that, you do have the ability to bolt on their version of a fast lane or quick queue system. For the ticket today, it was $50, and that's also unlimited, so you're not restricted to just one ride per attraction or something along those lines. I did get it because I wasn't really sure what the crowds were going to look like. As it turns out, I did not need it at all. Like, I walked onto literally everything except for Shredder, and that's probably only because that is a very low capacity, 4-person Gerstlauer spinner. If I had to wait, maybe it would have taken like 10 or 15 minutes. So even still, not worth it to get it, at least not today. Your mileage may vary, but I would consider this a busy day at the mall because it is the Saturday right before Christmas. There are a lot of people in the mall itself, but the park itself is not that busy. So I would probably just go ahead and skip that one. Do your all-access ride pass so you can get onto everything that you want to and get your re-rides. The other thing you do need to worry about paying for your visit, and this is just to American Dream in general, is parking. So parking is $5. You can prepay it and enter your license plate number when you're doing the actual purchase online. Cool thing about that is you roll up to the parking lot and the gate just swings open. I don't think there's anything that you have to do because the camera system just recognizes the license plate and lets you go. But otherwise, there would be kiosks in the parking area that would allow you to actually take care of your parking charge before you pull out of the lot itself. Parking here is a little scary too, just because it is super, super confusing. So if you're trying to get here when they open the park, make sure to give yourself a little bit of time to park your vehicle, walk into the mall, get over to the park itself. Just if you're under any kind of a time crunch, make sure to allow like an extra 10 or 15 minutes just for that process. But other than that, you have all kinds of options for food. If you decide that you want to eat in the park, you can do that. If you want to come into the mall and eat at one of the restaurants like I did, you can do that. There's all kinds of different stuff that's available to get that taken care of for you. Prices on food, I didn't really look at them because my plan was not really to eat in the park, but I noticed that like the vending machines for Coke and everything were like $4 a bottle, so probably a little bit higher than what you pay in the rest of the mall, but there's a convenience factor at work there. But other than that, it really super easy, not a bad crowd. All of the rides were running. Again, your mileage may vary. I know that they do have their maintenance schedule that gets a little dicey at times, but the nice thing is when you're buying your passes online, you actually can check their ride maintenance schedule, and it will show you what is planned to be down at a given time. So if you're looking at a date in January or something and they're planning to have Shellraiser and Sandy's down for maintenance and you don't want to come based on that, at least they give you a heads up first, which is kind of nice. But I ran into no issues. So definitely check the website for that first. Definitely pre-purchase everything that you can in advance, just because it makes picking up your wristband so much easier. It makes parking so much easier. That's all I got to say, though. And having said all that, that is going to be it for my day at Nickelodeon Universe at American Dream in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Really good visit to the park today. Super excited that I got to get on everything that I wanted to. All 5 roller coasters. Did them all in probably about 2 hours or so. So if you're in the area, definitely plan a little trip out here. It is a lot of fun. And honestly, in the winter months, it's pretty nice to be able to walk around a pretty decent theme park without a coat on. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. I've got all kinds of super cool stuff planned for 2026, so I'll be taking you along for the ride on that. But in the meantime, remember, life is rough. Take a day off and do something cool. Thanks again, everybody. See ya.